Okay, Dr. Kennette, I'm hitting the button, by the way, because that's one of the ways that we go live, in case you didn't know that, by the way.
Really, Shay?
No, seriously. It's one of the ways we go live is I like to make sure I'm live, because sometimes when I first start, I'm not sure if I'm live or not. So people are listening and they're watching like, Shay, we can't hear you. So one of the things I do so folks are aware that we have a special guest, they know we're here, is I always ask the audience if they'll help out. And so as folks are tuning in right now, we want to make sure that we're live. We want to make sure that we can be heard. So do me a favor, by the way, do me a favor for those folks who are tuning in right now and they're just joining in, look right below the video, and just put "we can hear you," because I'm trying something new. You know, Dr. Kennette, and I'll introduce you later with all the formal stuff. Do you ever try something new and ask yourself, will this work? Do you ever do that?
Absolutely. We got to say, like, can we try something new and will it work?
Right. Try something new and will it work? And that's always a challenge, because sometimes people are afraid to try new things, by the way. And I've been in that situation where I've been afraid to try new things. And one of the things I like about you, Dr. Kennette, and we'll get to who you are later, is you're willing to try new things. Now, do me a favor. For those folks that are tuning in that are out there, mic check. Patricia Hillard, I see she's here. Alice Boswell, just a pin. Jason, hey, Jason, thanks for joining. Look, do me a favor. We're ready to kick off. I got none other than Dr. Kennette on the other side. We're ready to go. You are having too much fun, by the way. You know that, don't you?
You know what? It's 11 o'clock. You know, it's way past my bedtime. So I think I got the little sillies and little giggles, but nonetheless, we're ready to rock and roll.
You know, the sillies and the giggles okay, by the way, because it doesn't matter. For some folks, it's this morning. And for others, it's this afternoon. And for others, it's this evening. Some folks are just having dinner. It doesn't matter what time it is where you are. The good news is you're in the right place at the right time, ready to take your business to an entirely different level and ready to get the results that you want in your life and in your business. So do me a favor for those folks that are tuning in. Let me know you can hear me, and then we're going to kick this off. I can't wait. Dr. Kennette, I can't wait.
Let's do it.
Warren Carlisle, my man. I see he's joined on. Warren, we're going to be reaching out to you later, my man. I want to bring you on because we've got an amazing, incredible lineup. But someone let me know we can hear me, and then I'm going to we are going to kick off this episode of The Lab.
Ow, the lab in the house.
Well, you know, it's kind of how we get going, Dr. Kennette. I just want you to know that. It's how it all kicks off. So folks will let me know they can hear me. I see Warren's on here. I see Kat just joined. Hey, Kat, thanks for joining.
Hey, Kat.
You met Kat, right? You met her in person.
Yes, I have.
Oh, she is totally incredible, isn't she?
Absolutely.
Oh, yes, she is. So here's what we're going to do. Our promise this evening is that Dr. Kennette's doing some amazing things. I'm going to get around to talking about that. Don't worry. We're going to talk about success doesn't come for you. You come for it. But do me a favor. Look right below the video and just say, I'm ready. Hashtag sales visionaries. Look right below the video and say, I'm ready. By the way, Kat says, hey, Dr. Kennette Thigpen, by the way.
Hey.
Why did she say hey to Shay Brown? Hey, Barrett Matthews on air. I believe they can hear us. So one of the things I'm going to do, let me go ahead and officially kick off this episode for everyone who's joining right now. Here we go in 5, 4, 3. I know I'm doing this. It's so funny. It's my only thing I get to do. 2, 1. Here we go.
Oh, man, I thought it was going to be more music so I can keep dancing. You know I love to dance.
Oh, you can hear it? You can hear the music?
Yes. I was like,
good.
Hey.
Well, it's a great day, everyone. My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur, and I'm so excited because we have a belief, and the belief that we have is that the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. And I know for my entrepreneurs, I know for my business owners, I know for my sales visionaries, and a sales visionary is someone who understands that sales helps you develop the resources you need in order to execute the vision that's been given to you for yourself, for your loved ones and for the ones you were called to serve. Now, I see some folks are checking in out there, by the way. We see Warren's out there. Barrett says, I'm ready. Jason says, I'm ready. Stephanie Smith says, I'm watching. Kat says, I'm ready. Hashtag sales visionary. My good friend checking in all the way from New York, New York. So nice they named it twice. None other than Ngazi. Hey, look, for those folks that are tuned in, that are ready, we're going to have a conversation with Dr. Kennette Thigpen. And yeah, she's the founder of Rise Women's Network, and she's also the initiator of the movement, hashtag Next Sister Up. And so we're going to have that discussion, but I want to talk just for a moment to my entrepreneurs. Hey, Lisa Yvette Jones, thanks for joining. Hey, Rosalind, you know, Dr. Kennette, Rosalind says, I'm ready. I'm here,
that's right.
And I'm ready. Here's what I like for you to do. I want to recognize your business. You all can see Dr. Kennette, but Dr. Kennette can't see you. And so I want her to acknowledge the business that you have. I want her to recognize who you are and what you do, because you may be a good power partner for Rise Women's Network, or more importantly, hashtag Next Sister Up, which we're going to talk about. So here's what we're all going to do. We're going to take a moment and we're going to recognize our entrepreneurs. We're going to recognize our sales visionaries. We're going to recognize our speakers and our authors and our coaches and our trainers. We're going to recognize the difference, hey, Stephanie Higgins, that you do in the world. So here's what I want you to do, because it's not about Dr. Thigpen. It's not about Shay Brown. This is really all about you. I want you to look below the video, listen to the instructions, look below the video, listen to the instructions, and write these words. I have a vision to help people do blank. So I have a vision to help single moms have a successful business if you're Kat. I have a vision to help entrepreneurs get their podcast started if you are Barrett Matthews. So I don't want to hear about your website. That's not what we're going to hear about tonight, Dr. Kennette. I don't want to hear about what's on your mission statement that you haven't read. I want to know the vision you have, because you are a sales visionary. And the sales visionary understands that sales helps you develop the resources that you need to execute the vision you have for yourself, the vision you have for your loved ones, the ones that you want to take care of, and the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. So you understand that selling equals service. So look right below the video, hey, Saucony Prince, and do what Roz and Ghazi has done. You're going to write these words. I have a vision to help people blank. I have a vision to help people ... You're going to finish that sentence, but start off with, I have a vision to help people ... Daryl Johnson, as you're joining, look right below the video. And right now, we're allowing every entrepreneur that gets up every day to serve. We believe in the giver's economy. And the giver's economy understands that the person that outgives their competition earns their competition. And so I want Dr. Kennette Thigpen to know who you are. Hey, Montrese Robinson, you rock. So now, I don't know if you have your phone in front of you, by the way, Dr. Thigpen, but on my page right now, they're posting kind of what they do. They say, I have a vision to help people ... This is your time. Hey, Monty Twillo, it's your time to talk about the vision you have for the people you were called to serve. And people say, Shay, why do you spend so much time? Why do you take 2 or 3 minutes doing a shout out? This is not a shout out. This is for my entrepreneurs. And I know you have a big heart. I know you want to have more meaning in the world. I know you want to have more impact in the world. I know that you're a game changer. That's why you do what you do. So I want people to see what you do, and these videos go viral. And I want them to know about your business. So I'm going to ask Dr. Thigpen in a moment as well what she has a vision to do. But I'm going to read a couple of these. And Monty, Nicole, what we're doing is we're looking right below the video, and we're writing these words. I have a vision to help people ... It's how you're serving people out there. All right, Dr. Thigpen, do you see one out there? I'll read one, you read one. I see Roz and Ghazi says, I have a vision to help professional women heal. Now, and Ghazi, awesome. Tell us what you help professional women heal from. So if you can just add a little more to that, there might be someone out there, and I know Dr. Thigpen is as the founder of Rise Women's Network. And so she's listening, she's watching, she's looking for collaboration partners. So give us a little more there. Give us a little more. Dr. Thigpen, do you see one you can read out there?
Yes. Okay. So we have Mr. Jason, and he says, I have a vision to help people heal and feel better through music. Yes. Love it.
Through music. Tell us what type of music. I want to know about that one. That's pretty cool. Dr. Thigpen, can you use some music for the women that are doing hashtag Next Sister Up? And we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yes. Next Sister Up. Yes, we could absolutely use some music.
Okay, this is cool. I want to hear that. Barrett Matthews. Hey, Barrett Matthews is out there. One of the things I like about Barrett Matthews, not only does he show up to teach, but he shows up to be taught as well. And Barrett, I lost yours. Sorry about that. He says he has a vision. Oh, I have a vision of helping executives transition into entrepreneurship.
Nice.
Whoa. Is that
deep.
clear?
That's deep, Barrett. That's real deep.
That's real deep? Now, when you heard those words, Dr. Kennette, what did you think about? What did you hear?
I heard that, you know what? It's your time. It's your time. It's your time. You have been thinking about when is my next move and what will it look like? And so as an executive, someone in corporate America who's ready to transition, Barrett Matthews, your man. He can help you.
Woo! Okay. See, Barrett, that was really good. Barrett's a veteran. Look, we're asking every entrepreneur, and then we're going to get started. We got a very special show this morning or this evening, and we're asking every entrepreneur not to brag about who they are, not to tell us how many letters they have behind their name, not to tell us how much money they made or what cars they drive or the big house they're in. We're asking them to talk about the vision they have for the people they were called to serve, which is why they're in business. So look right below the video, and write these words. I have a vision to help people, ... I have a vision to help people, ... Now, I see out there, Kat was out there, by the way, and Kat put, I have a vision to help single moms build successful businesses to provide for their families. Whoa! And when you heard that, what did you hear?
You know what? There are all types of women out there. Of course, single moms being one. And especially since we just celebrated Mother's Day, because you know what? Women are the backbone to the world. We make the world go round. And you know what? Helping women to understand, how to build success. Hey, we need you. Single women, you are just as important. Women, period. Women are doing the daggone thing because this is the year of the women. Fellas, watch out. We're coming.
Barrett, I have someone. I only asked one question. She took over. I love it. Robert Antonio, thanks for joining. Madeline Gordon, I see you out there. Dr. Pam Love Manning, she's back in the house. Dr. Pam Love Manning, we're going to call you. We're going to get you on the phone probably tonight. I might give her a call tonight. Okay. Montre says, hey, Shay, thanks for joining. Okay. Zaccone Prince says, I have a vision to help people increase their productivity and make more money. Oh, I love that. Tawana Jones. Now, Tawana Jones, thanks for sharing. She said, I have a vision to provide help and give hope for children in need and end child hunger.
Such
Look,
a huge
if
issue.
you're out there, what do I say to something like that, Dr. Thigpen? I mean, that got
it's super deep, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Children going hungry in this world is such a huge issue. And I think a lot of times we don't think about it. And we're not just talking about in these underdeveloped third world countries. We're talking about also in our backyard.
Yeah.
Right in our backyard. So, Tawana, thank you for putting your mission and your vision out there. We appreciate it. And if anything we can do to kind of collaborate and help, let a sister know.
Wow.
We are Next Sister Up.
Hashtag Next Sister Up. Now, she's using that hashtag. The hashtag tonight is going to be hashtag Next Sister Up. I'm going to ask her about that, by the way, and we're going to get into that because that's really deep. Hashtag Next Sister Up. I can't wait to talk about that. We're going to get to that in just a moment. Stephanie Higgins, well, she's hashtag Next Sister Up right now. She put, I have a vision to help women discover their purpose and live life and fulfill it on every level out there. Wow. Thanks a lot for sharing that, by the way, Stephanie Higgins. You want to connect with Dr. Kennette Thigpen?
Absolutely.
Founder of Rise Women Network. She's on a movement. She has a mission called hashtag Next Sister Up. We're gonna come to that. Give me 1 minute. Can I acknowledge someone else, Dr. Kennette?
Absolutely, go for it.
Let me ask the question. Why is it important for people out there to share what they do? Because they can see you, but you can't see them. So it gives them an opportunity to see them, hear them, and others. And these videos go viral. So these comments go along. Why is it important for someone to post? And hold that, because we're going to come to that in just a second. I want to talk to you. I want you to talk about the big why, because you've been on the other side. You have participated. They think, oh, she shows up to talk. She's a speaker. They don't understand the hard work you do behind the scenes. I get it. I understand it. Deanna Williams says, I have a vision to help divorced women get through a traumatic divorce and build co-parenting skills. Whoa.
Great. Honey, sister, I've been there. I've been divorced. But guess what? I found love again because I got engaged like 2 weeks ago. But I think that's
wait a minute. You can't just slide that in there. You can't say I've been through a divorce and then turn around and say, but I found love again. It seems like it's so easy. And I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But, I mean, take a moment to talk about overcoming pain if you can. And we'll get to who she is. Her name is Dr. Kennette Thigpen, okay? Yes, she's a PhD. Yes, she has some letters behind her name. Yes, she does a lot of amazing things, but she's the founder of Rise Women's Network, and she's also, right now as we're talking, she's the head person in charge of the movement, #NextSisterUp. Look, if you're out there, and she's going to talk about overcoming setbacks in just a moment. She's going to talk about going through a divorce. I'm going to give her 2 or 3 minutes because we got a whole episode here. But I see they're posting right now, #NextSisterUp. Do me a favor, Pam Thompson-Smith. Do me a favor, Chantel Michelle Jackson. Do me a favor, anyone that's listening right now. And I see you, Destiny, coming to us all the way from California. Look below the video as she's going to be talking right now and put a #NextSisterUp. I want to hear about this movement, but talk about #NextSisterUp. Look, if you're out there and you're like, you know what? I get it, Shay. There was Michelle Obama, and she's a bad sister. I got it. And Shay, I understand there was Oprah, and she was a bad sister. I got it. Yeah. And Shay, I understand there's Beyonce. Yeah, there's Beyonce. Yeah, there's, I'll slow down. There's Beyonce. I'm a married man, but there's Beyonce, okay? And she's a bad sister. But if you're out there right now and you are a woman and you're out there and you're like, you know what? There's us every single day. Just look right below the video and put #NextSisterUp. Dr. Nette's going to talk about that, but you just look right below the video and you put #NextSisterUp, because the folks I just talked about, they had their time. They had their moment. They're giving their input. But I know every day there are women that get up, they take care of their kids, they go to work, they take care of their husband, they take care of their fiance. Someone said they just got engaged, their fiance. But you know what? #NextSisterUp. Over to you, Dr. Kennette. Talk about that. You said you went through a divorce. It couldn't have been that easy. You couldn't have found love the next day. Well, I don't know what the story is. Let's all go to Dr. Kennette and find out the story. Before we do that, can I acknowledge Deanna Williams said #NextSisterUp. Pamela Thompson said #NextSisterUp. Deanna Williams said #NextSisterUp. April Anderson says #NextSisterUp. Lisa Yvette Jones said #NextSisterUp. Congratulations on being engaged. Talk to us, Dr. Kennette, and we'll come back and we're going to find out about the movement, #NextSisterUp. But Dr. Kennette, over to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So oftentimes in life, we do have these setbacks. And I think the biggest thing, the one main lesson that I learned, because again, I could talk about this forever, because oftentimes people see the success, but they don't see everything that took place to get there. And so with my divorce, one of the biggest thing I had to learn was I had to change my mindset. Because if you think about it, your mindset determines your behaviors, and your behaviors determine your actions. So of course,
say that again a little slower. Someone do me a favor, write that right below. Hey, Donald Tolson, thanks for joining. Hey, Joseph Ward, thanks for joining. Folks are sharing their vision they have. So you can look below the video and write, I have a vision to help people blank, blank, blank. So we're talking about folks' businesses and they're spotlighted. Dr. Kennette, give them that sentence again. And as y'all listening, I want someone to write these notes right below the video, because she said something really important. And I'm a guy, and I get this. I'm trying to learn too right now. You listen to Dr. Kennette right below the video what she says, and then use the #NextSisterUp. Okay, Dr. Kennette, tell them what to write.
Absolutely. So our mindset determines our behaviors, and our behaviors determines our results.
All right, so look right below the video and put our mindset determines our what?
Behaviors.
Okay, so look right below the video. The first phrase is our mindset determines our behaviors. What's the second part?
And our behaviors determine our results.
And our behavior determines our results. next sister up. We're going to say it again. Someone look right below the video, and I want you to put these notes, not for me, not for Dr. Kennette, but I want you to do it for everyone that's out there watching, everyone that's participating right now. Look right below the video and put these words. Your mindset determines your
behaviors.
Your mindset determines your behaviors. What's the second part?
And your behaviors determine the results.
And your behavior determines the results. Hashtag next sister up. Talk about that, Dr. Kennette.
Absolutely. So whatever you're thinking, so whatever's going on in that mind, whether it's especially if they're negative thoughts, it's going to determine how you act, how you behave. And then therefore, from there, it's going to give you a result. And so sometimes when we look back and say, like, why did we end up with that result? Well, if we take it back to what our thoughts were, what our mindset was, it's easily to be able to link it back to that. So we can say, okay, my results were based on those behaviors, and those behaviors were based on the mindset. So just as that statement goes forward, that statement works backwards.
Wow. Okay. And how does that relate to the person that's listening right now that's maybe going through a divorce, they're going through a relationship breakup, there's been some setback in their life? Can you relate it to what they need to do and how this relates to them? And I know Rise Women's Network has its own mission, and I know you're in charge of hashtag Next Sister Up. But can I acknowledge Montrese Johnson, who put your mindset determines your behaviors and your behaviors determine our results? Hashtag Next Sister Up. Now, Dr. Kennette will go back and she'll do a search for hashtag Next Sister Up, right? And she'll acknowledge all of y'all who are making comments. So probably later another day. Destiny Robbins put, I have a vision to help people live happy, healthy, and more productive lives. Kat put, our mindset determines our behaviors, and our behaviors determine our results. Hashtag Next Sister Up. Sakoni Prince put, our mindset determines our behaviors, and our behaviors determine our results. Joseph Ward put, I have a vision to empower people by providing the stories of the sung and unsung heroes of African Americans. Thanks a lot for all that you do. Stephanie said, our mindset determines our behaviors, and your behaviors determine your results. Hey, Balikas is in the house. She's watching. Thanks a lot. Hey, Daryl Huckley, thanks for joining. Talk to us, Kennette. Talk to a little more about what that means and how folks can walk away with, and how they can, one, change their mindset, and two, how can they change their behaviors? I know I'm putting you on the spot. This isn't what we're going to talk about. But hey, you said I could be authentic. You said I can ask whatever question I want. So welcome to the lab.
Clearly. Hey, no problem. I guess they always say, be ready, right? There's no need to get ready. You have to be ready.
All right.
So with that, when we have setbacks, our first place to go is negative thoughts of like, I could have done, I should have done, why didn't I do? And so we put ourselves in this very negative frame of mind. But sometimes instead of going there, why don't we say, what have we learned from that? So instead of saying, what happened, I should have, I would have, I could have, and having all these negative thoughts, instead say, what I learned from that. Doesn't that sound so much better?
Yeah, so what did I learn from that?
What did I learn from that? So instead of putting yourself down and asking yourself, could have, should have, would have, and we're there all day, or having that all or nothing thinking of like, he never loved me, or she never loved me, or I knew I could never launch my business, or I could never write my first book. So instead of having that type of all or nothing thinking, or that black and white thinking, instead say, what did I learn from that? It puts you in a better mind frame or mindset to be able to change your behaviors and then get that different result.
Wow. Look, do me a favor. Everyone look right below the video. And just let's just encourage none other than Dr. Kennette Thigpen. So just look right below the video. She's a little nervous, but she's doing a great job. Is she amazing or what? Look right below the video and say, you're doing great at Dr. Kennette. You're doing great at Kennette Thigpen, Kennett. Say, you're doing great at Kennette, Kennett. Let's encourage her. She's like, do I look okay? Is everything okay? But look.
Oh my God, let me see.
She just said, you didn't tell me I was going to be talking about my divorce. You just going to be talking about I'm now engaged again. Do you see how happy she was? You didn't say that. That wasn't part of the script. But she shared it with her anyway. Chantel Michelle said, preach, Kennette Thigpen, preach on. Lisa Yvette says, what did I learn from that? Awesome question. What did I learn from that? That's a powerful question you can ask. April Anderson says, I have a vision to help children overcome trauma. So she's in that same vein, by the way. Thanks for showing. Kat, Katisha Pitts put, you are doing great, Kennette. All right, let's make sure Kennette understands that she's doing great, she's doing wonderful, that this is okay. No need to be nervous. Don't need to be nervous. Just keep that big smile. It's going to be okay. So Coney Prince, who does a motivational Monday video every week for the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe. He's like Dr. Kennette. Dr. Kennette is contributing. The Entrepreneurs Tribe, this show is not about Shay Brown. It's not about Dr. Kennette. It's not about any of this. This is a show dedicated to business development and being revenue focused, but we also understand that the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. So Dr. Kennette's now talking about some results in your life, and she's sharing right now things that you need to do when you do have a setback, and this is very important. So I want to take a moment to do that. Dee Bowden said, hey, Dr. Kennette, by the way. So
hey,
she's out there shouting you out. Montrese Robinson says, you're doing great. Gosh,
thanks, guys.
How does that feel when you have a community of other entrepreneurs that are reaching out to you? And we're going to get into hashtag Next Sister Up right now, but how does it feel to get support from folks that are out there right now and they're dedicated to getting better results in their life and in their business?
You know, it feels great because whether you are on level 1 or level 3 or level 732, it's great to have that support where each person has been through something to reach back and help one, teach one. If we don't have to make those same mistakes that some of us have already been through, hey, why not? It's all about supporting one another. It's not that we're working against each other. There's enough business out there where we can all support one another. I know sometimes people in life, they're like, well, I'm not going to tell her what I'm doing or how I got there. It's not about that. It's really about, again, supporting one another to see how I can serve you, how we can serve each other, and how we can collaborate.
Wow, and this is a very sensitive topic I want to talk about, because you talked about how we can support each other. And sometimes you hear that sometimes women, like guys, are certain colors and nationality, but I'll say women because you're the founder of Rise Women Network. And sometimes there's this stigma out there that I just heard and read about. I don't know if it's true, but I want to get your perspective, that you really can't get along, that you really can't work together, that there's a crabs in the barrel mentality. Of course, the question is, who put the crabs in the barrel anyway, right? They didn't start in the barrel, right? Someone put them in the freaking barrel, but that's a topic for another time. Talk about the importance of collaborating. Talk about the importance of working together. And then I'm going to get to the question, hashtag Next Sister Up. We're going to hear all about that movement, and then we're going to help her expand the movement. We're going to help her identify POIs, people of influence. We're going to help Dr. Kennette's movement, Next Sister Up. And I need every one of you in the next couple of minutes to help out. But do me a favor first. Do me a favor. As you're tuning in, she's going to talk about the importance of the question I just asked of working together and collaborating. But do me a favor. Do me a favor, if you can. Look right below the video as you're out there. Look right below the video. And I want you to just put hashtag Next Sister Up. That's just the bat signal. Hashtag Next Sister Up. That means you're willing to collaborate. You're the next sister. You're already stepping up, but you are the next sister up. You're not relying on other people. You are the answer. And as I do that, Pam Love Manning says she's back, by the way. She says, I lost connection for a while. However, what I've heard from Dr. Kennette so far has been good.
Thanks, Pam.
That's Pam's code word for Shay be quiet, because I've known Pam for like 15 years. All right, Pam, I get it. I'm going to turn it over to you right now. Talk about women working together. Talk about the importance of supporting each other and not really having the crabs in the barrel mentality. Dr. Pam Love Manning just put hashtag Next Sister Up.
Yes, Next Sister Up. So when it comes to collaboration, it's super important. I think like the other bat signal, so you have the bat signal of hashtag Next Sister Up, but you also have the bat signal of, you know what it is, hashtag what, guys? Hashtag 11, right. Which is, 1 plus 1 is 2, but 1 and 1 equals 11 when you're able to collaborate. And as sisters, we each have a piece to the puzzle. We're not the only piece to the puzzle, and so we're just a piece to the puzzle. And so if we put all of our pieces together, think about how many more people we can serve and how many more lives we can impact. We can't do it all by ourselves because each of us have a unique, I'm just looking at my phone, and when I was looking at the different visions that people have out there, I was like, man, I need a piece of that puzzle and I need a piece of that puzzle to make the larger puzzle. And if we all can come together, whew, what a world this will be.
This right here, let me turn it down because I think you probably have beeping on my side. One of the things that I like that you talked about is hashtag Next Sister Up and the importance of working together. Here's what I like to do. We did it earlier. I'm going to do it one more time, and then Dr. Kennette, Thigpen is now going to talk about what is hashtag Next Sister Up. Why is it important and what the vision is of it. So it's what's the vision of hashtag Next Sister Up and why is it important? But first, I wanted to know what business you're in. First, I want to know what you do every day to serve others. You see, she's going through it. She's already talking about, I need to connect with this, and I need a piece of that. She's actively involved. Hey, Stephanie Smith, thanks for joining. Hi, Key, it is always a pleasure. Hey, Harvest Queen, thanks for joining. Here's what I like for you to do. We understand that a sales visionary understands, that's you, a sales visionary understands that sales helps you develop the resources you need to execute the vision that was given to you by God. I happen to believe in God, so some of you may not be believers, but by God, for the people you were called to serve. And you need resources. You need branding. You need resources. You need marketing. You need resources. You need to take care of your health. You need resources. You need technology. You need resources. You need to build a website. So sales helps you develop the resources you need to execute the vision that you have for yourself. Maybe just for you, you want peace of mind. Maybe you want fulfillment. Maybe you want to write a check to the community so they can build a school, or the vision you have for your loved ones. Maybe that vision for your loved ones, maybe that's so you can send them to a school of their choice. Maybe you want to take care of a family member. My mom has been in the hospital for the last 8 days. She just came out the hospital yesterday. She's okay. Okay, I'm gonna let you know I'm not trying to bring this down. She's okay. She's probably watching right now because she loves to watch. But one of the things that one of the reasons I mentioned my mom in that situation is that I've set my business up in a way that I could be there with my mom and my business can still run. But the vision I have for my mom is she can relax. So it feels good to be able to write a check and say, get all the cable you want. It feels good to write a check and say, do what you want, Mom. So I have a vision for the people that I love, like you. You have a vision. Take a moment on a piece of paper. Take a moment and just write down the vision you have for yourself. Now, Dr. Kennette, I know you have a vision for yourself. What is one vision that you have for yourself? Because sales helps you develop the resource you need to execute the vision you have for yourself, for your loved ones, and for the people you were called to serve. So I'm going to ask Dr. Kennette right now, what's the vision she has for herself? Then I want you to look right below the video and say, what's the vision you have for yourself? Go ahead, Dr. Kennette. What's the vision you have for yourself?
I think one of my visions would be I would love to retire my mother. And so she can travel with me wherever I go. She can go along with me. And, we've had this discussion before and she was like, oh my goodness, I would love to do that. My mother is definitely a people person. And so she was like, you know what, you could get on the stage and speak and then I can be in the back selling your product. And so that's my vision. She has a plan. I'm like my mama has a plan. So yeah, that's one of my visions.
So Dr. Kennette has a vision for herself. She has a vision for her loved ones, and she has a vision for the people she was called to serve that we're going to hear about when she talks about hashtag Next Sister Up. Here's what I want you to do. The reason I mention this, Dr. Kennette, is that some people hate sales, and you can't hate sales and love your vision. If you love your vision, you've got to love sales, because the only way to get the resources you need to execute the vision that was given to you for the people you were called to serve, and sales is a way to help you develop those resources. Without those resources, Moses, in the good book, the greatest success book written, the Bible, he had a vision that was given to him by God, but he can't execute that vision without a hammer, without a nail, without people, without wood. So here's what I want you to do. Do me a favor. And I want you to write these words right below the video. This is just a declaration. I want you to tell yourself this 7 times a day for the next 7 days. Tell yourself this 7 times a day for the next 7 days. I love my vision and I love sales. I love my vision and I love sales. I love my vision and I love sales. Hashtag sales visionary. I'll put that. Hashtag sales visionary. So I love my vision, the vision that was given to me. And I love sales, which gives me the resources and helps me develop the resources that I need in order to execute the vision that was given to me. So I love my vision and I love sales. Hashtag sales visionary. Look right below the video, and write those words. I love my vision and I love sales. Hashtag sales visionary. I see Lisa's out there, Yvette Jones. Thanks a lot. Tawana put hashtag next sister up. Darlene Shelton. Hey, Darlene, I didn't know she was here. She put hashtag Next Sister Up. George Allen, hey, good brother. George is out there, my good frat brother. Lisa Yvette Jones, thanks a lot. She says, my prayers are with you and your family. Thank you so much. Mom is doing fine. She's home. We'll work through it. D. Bowden put, I love my vision and I love sales. Pam Manning says, I love my vision and I love sales. Destiny Robbins put, I love my vision and I love sales. Stephanie Smith put, I love my vision and I love sales. Darlene Shelton says, I love my vision and I love what? Sales. And so you are not a salesperson. I don't work with salespeople. I work with sales visionaries. They've got a vision for people they were called to serve. They understand that selling equals service. And we are creating this whole sales visionary movement that we're not just icky, dirty, sleazy salespeople. That's not us. No. We have a vision. We're on a mission. We understand it's not about the numbers. It's not about the numbers. It's about the people. And it's about what we do with the people. It's about our time and our talent that was given to us to help the people we were called to serve. Tawana Joyner Jones says, I love my vision and I love sales. Deanna says, I love my vision, I love sales. Carlotta Washington said, I love my vision and I love sales. Kat says, I love my vision and I love sales. Montrese Robinson said, I love my vision. I love sales. Dr. Kennette. Monica Nettles Johnson is out there. She said, I love my vision and I love sales. We're going to get to hashtag next stuff. That's coming up now. But first, talk about why it's important to have a vision. Sales helps you develop the resources you need to execute the vision you have for yourself, for your loved ones, and the people you were called to serve. These are sales visionaries. Why is it important to have a vision? Then we're going to talk about the vision you have for Next Sister Up.
Great. Yes, it's super important to have a vision because guess what? You need to know where you are going. An example I really like to utilize when I'm talking about vision is, imagine this. I give two groups of people puzzles. One puzzle is just the puzzles. There's no picture to it. You know, typically when you get a box with a puzzle in it, you have this pretty picture and you're like, yes, here's a picture I'm putting together. Here are the pieces, and you put it together. And then think about this other group of people who I just give the puzzle pieces to. They don't get the box. They don't get the picture. They're just trying to figure out how to put this puzzle together. Now, is it doable? Yes, it is. But without a vision, without a picture, you don't know where you're going. You're kind of spinning your wheels and it's taking additional time. But if you know what your vision is and you know what the outcome is going to be and what results you're looking to get, then you're going to get there.
Wow, you're going to get there. You know, one thing we talk about, hey, Constance Carter. No one tries harder but Constance Carter, by the way. She's going to really connect with you, by the way. You guys, you know, every one of you are going to want to connect with Dr. Kennette Thigpen. I mean, who wouldn't? She has the movement, hashtag Next Sister Up. She's the founder of Rise Women's Network. She's doing some amazing things. So, Dr. Kennette, if you can, take a moment and tell them, I've been talking about it, but, you know, what in the LL Cool J or what in the Beyonce or what in the Ariana, what is hashtag Next Sister Up? What's the vision? What's the movement? And why should folks be a part of hashtag Next Sister Up?
You know, first I got to say, you say what in the LL Cool J. I like to say what in the French toast. So you'll have
What in the French toast? I don't think I've heard that one. What in the French toast? That's where.
So that's
where
are
you?
you?
Are you from the country or something? Where are you from?
Well, it's a little bit of a mixture. So I spent a lot of my childhood in Mount Clemens, Michigan. So Chantel, I know I'll see you this weekend from Detroit, but about 45 minutes from Detroit in Mount Clemens, Michigan. And then I was from the Big E, Edgecombe County, Pine Tops, North Carolina.
The Big E. The Big E.
Yeah. The Big E, Edgecombe County. So
I never heard of Edgecombe County. The Big E. I can see if you was like from the Big D, but the Big E. Oh my God! Look, if you've heard of the Big E, look right below the video and say, "Shay, you don't know what you're talking about." The Big E. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Come on, someone out there has got to know what Edgecombe County is. I'm talking about like Pine Tops, Tarboro, Rocky Mount. Dee, I think you know what it is. I think Dee and I had this conversation because I think she's maybe like has family in like Scotland Neck or Roanoke Rapids or something.
Well, Lisa Yvette Jones says, I'm from the D as well. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
Oh my goodness. But hashtag Next Sister Up. So we love it. Hashtag Next Sister Up. We're going to keep talking about it. You're going to keep hearing it. You're going to keep seeing it. There's going to be more to come, so definitely stay tuned. But when we talk about Next Sister Up, oftentimes as women, and I'm not going to leave my men out too, I love my men, so men, you can still listen to this, but as women and as individuals, oftentimes we look at other people in society and think that they're the anomaly. Like Shay was saying earlier, like Oprah, she has own, and she made it. We look at Beyonce and we think, oh wow, she's so fierce, she's made it. We look at Michelle Obama, and like Shay said, she was bad before the White House, she was bad in the White House, and she's a bad sister with Becoming. And we look at these people and we think, that can't be me. I can't do that. Who am I? But as women, as individuals, we got to understand that I am #the next sister up. It's my time. I can do it. There's someone out there who has a need for my gifts, for my talents, for my purpose, and I'm ready to serve. And in order to do that at times, you have to realize that there are times that you're going to have to leave and release. Let me say that again. There's going to have to be some times where you have to leave and release, or you're going to have to step in and embrace. And sometimes when we talk about leaving and releasing, we're thinking that's all negative. No, there's going to be some people we have to leave. There's going to have to be some things that we have to leave. There's going to be some habits we have to leave and release. And there's going to have to be some things that we're willing to, step in and embrace. We got to be okay with it. We got to realize that we have to step in and embrace to fully serve those people that our gifts are intended to serve.
So with the #NextSisterUp movement, it seems like there's this gap, and maybe you can talk about that. Maybe I'm hearing it from, my lens of the world is a male lens out there. But as you're out there, do me a favor, everyone is out there, look right below the video, and put, I am the #NextSisterUp. Is that right? I am the #NextSisterUp. Just look right below the video, follow suit with D. Bolden. She put, I am the #NextSisterUp. Velosa Toll put, I am the #NextSisterUp. Look right below the video, and put, I am the #NextSisterUp. Kat put down, leave, release, step in, and embrace. Discern the season. Leave and release, step in and embrace. I am the #NextSisterUp. That's Destiny, who's out there right now. Yeah. Talk about that gap. Hey, Ann Brown, thanks for joining. Talk about that gap as Kat puts, I am the #NextSisterUp. Talk about that gap between, you said leave and release. And I know for me, that's a challenge because I got to leave it. But there's this fearful part, there's this gap, and you're like, step into it. So I'm leaving something I'm familiar with and I feel comfortable with. And this happens in business. It happens in life. We're talking about results in your life because our belief for everyone listening here at the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe is that the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. So right now, with the #NextSisterUp, she's talking about results in your life, but it will impact the results in your bank account. So I'm asking her, Darlene Shelton, who put, I am the #NextSisterUp. I'm asking her, Pam Love Manning, who I'm going to call. It's late, but we're going to call her in just a moment. I'm going to get her opinion on #NextSisterUp. So Pam Love Manning, look for a call from me about the next 3 or 4 minutes, by the way. We're going to put her on live. I don't know what she's going to talk about, but y'all should connect. She has the Finishers Network, and she helps people finish what they start. So I'm asking you now to talk about that gap between leave and something. You got to repeat it again, and then step in something. I don't have my note, but I like it.
Shay, you're being such a man, Shay. You're showing your true man side. She said something.
Being a man.
Come on.
I'm being non-partial here. Am I not? Oh my God.
Okay, we'll give you a break. Oh,
no, okay. I'll try to be. Okay, I'll be more sensitive, I guess. Really? Okay. I'm getting coaching live right here. So I'm going to ask her, how should I be more sensitive? Am I not being sensitive?
Let's start with, so you guys, I don't know, some of you guys know, but I'm a psychologist. And so I could go into a really online session right now, but
I'm open. I'm starting to sweat, as y'all can see over here, because I don't know what you're going to ask me. But
you know what, Shay, I have a whole assessment already typed up on you. It's free of charge. I'll send it over. It has a complete treatment plan. We can talk about that another day.
Okay. All right. She bailed me out. Say thanks, Kennette, for bailing out Shay Brown. Because she's about to.
He was really starting to sweat, y'all. Did y'all see that? Beads of sweat started to form. Ow! No, but let's talk about the gap between leave and release and step in and embrace.
That's it. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
But Shay, you did hit the nail on the head earlier when you were talking about, there's time comes when we have to leave and release. But oftentimes the reason why we don't is because we are in that place of comfort. That comfort zone feels like real, real good. It has our butt print. It has our footprint where we're like, this is where I've been. It feels good. And I'm kind of even scared to do something different. And if you guys think about, Bone Crusher, in his song, he said, I ain't never scared. What? I ain't never scared. Hey, but the thing is, y'all, I love music. So was
I did not know this
Jason
about her,
out
by
there?
the way. This is good.
Do you guys know Jason was saying he loves music and he said something about jazz music, but he likes all types of music. So he can probably feel me on that. But when we talk about being scared, we have to come to the realization when it's time to leave and release is that sometimes two things have to happen. You either have to look that thing in the face for you, and that thing for you, whether it's, fear of failure, whether it's perfectionist, whether it's, doubting yourself, that negative thoughts and negative mindsets. And you have to say, you know what? I ain't scared. And, you got to say with attitude. You can't just say, I ain't scared. You got to be like, I ain't scared. Yeah, ladies, you know how we do. You know how we do. So sometimes you just got to say, like, I ain't never scared. Or the second thing is you just got to do it scared. Like there's many times that I have done things that I have been scared to bejesus. But you just got to do it anyway.
Give us one example. Can I now put my counselor role on? Give us one example, if you would, please, where you did something that you were scared to do. I would like to hear.
Absolutely. And so one thing that I was scared to do was launching my first book. And so many of you guys probably know that I wrote a book called Rated Black, and it talks about the injustice of Black people in America. It talks about police brutality, and it's a parent's guide to help teach their children how to deal with police brutality and police violence. And to be honest, I was scared to launch that book. I was scared to release that book because what people were going to say about me. Like, were they going to say, oh, she too Black? Or, being that I'm still in corporate America as well, what would my corporate America fellow team members, what would they think about me? So I was scared, but, it comes to the point when you have to go back to the initial mindset. And when I thought about writing the book of why I wanted to do it, what my vision was for doing the book. And when you go back to your vision, and I know we talked a little bit about that, you can't let other things stop you, because again, you're going back to that fear. You're going back to being scared. You're going back to that place of comfort. And as individuals, we oftentimes realize our limit. But when we get to our limit, we stop. But why do we stop when we get to what we feel like our limit is? When we get to our limit, that's a place where we have to keep pushing. And so if anyone out there else is like a gym rat, I know Shay is a gym rat. I feel like I'm a gym rat sometimes off and on. But, you get to that last set of like, you get to 10 and you're like, I don't know if I can do any more. And, you say, okay, I'm going to push out 2 more. Maybe you have a personal trainer and they say, no, you have 3 more in you. And so when you got to 10, you didn't think you had anything left. But then you were able to do 3 more, maybe even 4 more. And so realizing our limits. But again, Shay, that's an example of a time that I had to do something when I was completely scarred.
Wow. First of all, thank you so much for being authentic. Thank you for sharing that. To do it scared. So to have a corporate job and then go out there and talk about the injustice that's happening in our country and talk about being rated Black. My question that I have for you when you're doing that is, what gave you the motivation to keep going? I mean, you weren't doing it for the money. You weren't doing it for the fame. Why did you keep going? And Dr. Pam Love Manning, I'm coming to you next to talk about #NextSisterUp and the importance of finishing what you start, because she's saying that so sometimes you're almost there, but you don't quite finish. You know what to do, but you don't do it. Talk for a moment, Dr. Kennette Thigpen, is what kept you motivated? Because it's one thing to do it, and you did it, but there was this period where you had to say, should I do it? Should I quit? Should I not do it? And you decided to do it anyway. And I'm looking at the feeds. I'm looking down. The reason I'm looking down, I'm looking at you, is I'm looking down. I'm commenting on people's feeds. But what gave you the motivation to keep going? Why did you keep going?
I think for me, I said there's a group of people, there's individuals, and I don't care what race you are. And although the book is called Rated Black, this was for everyone, that there's a level of awareness that needs to be raised. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, I was getting angry. I was getting pissed. And so if anyone's offended by the word pissed, but I mean, I was getting angry and pissed at every time you turn on the television, there was another unarmed Black man that was being shot and killed. And someone needed to hear that story. And so ultimately, when it came to the parent's guide to teaching their children how to understand the police violence, I had to go forward because, again, that gift, that book that was birthed in me, it's intended to serve somebody else. And so if I didn't do that, I wasn't being obedient. And I ain't trying to get in trouble for not being obedient. And so there was someone else that needed to hear the story. There's a level of awareness that needed to be raised, and it was me. We always can say, oh, Shay can do it. Oh, Chantel can do it. Oh, Kat can do it. No, each person can do it. You know what your responsibility is. You just have to do it. And that's part of stepping in and embracing as well.
Yeah, I love that. I love what you said. Look, Jason said, look, I'm a dude, but I'm doing something scared right now. And Jason, if you want to share what you're doing, want me to call you, just text me, and you can share it. And I'm going to ask Dr. Kennette to kind of give her feedback and how you can still do it and give some suggestions around that. Dr. Pam Love Manning, I don't know if she's still listening. She was listening. I'm going to call her now. So I'm calling Dr. Pam Love Manning. Now, she probably might be delayed, but let's see if she answers.
Hello?
Well, Dr. Pam Love Manning, how are you? It's a great day.
I was going to say, it is a great day.
It is still a great day, no matter what time it is, by the way.
I'm going to, wait a minute, let me hit this button so I can turn off the sound.
She's listening to herself, ladies and gentlemen, but you can't listen to yourself and me.
I'm trying not to listen to myself. That's what I'm trying not to do. I'm trying to get this to go off. I know how to do that.
No,
okay.
Don't worry. There's only several thousand people that are eavesdropping on our conversation. It's all good. It's okay. Say hello to Dr. Kennette Thigpen, if you will.
Hello, Dr. Kennette Thigpen. I've been enjoying your message. Doing a fantastic job.
Awesome. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Good. I turned the volume so she can hear you say hello, by the way. Cool. So if you can, Dr. Pam Love Manning, take a moment and share when you hear hashtag Next Sister Up. Why are you tuning in? Why are you listening? You know I was going to call you. Heck, I didn't know I was going to call you. But you were also participating. You do a lot of things. You run a company. You run an organization. You're on a search committee for a major university. We're not going to give that university a highlight. I don't mind. It's actually an HBCU. But she does presidential searches for HBCU. I mean, that's what she does. So she could do a lot of things with her time. One, why are you tuning in? And two, talk about finishing. I know you are the master behind the art of finishing. You have the Finishers Network. Talk about that for those folks that are already typed hashtag Next Sister Up.
Well, first of all, thank you, Shay. And, Next Sister Up, when I was listening to that, that's really a powerful concept. So, Dr. Kennette, I really want to commend you on that particular concept. And I'd like to hear more about what you're doing because being able to help sisters move forward, to be empowered, is something that I'm very passionate about. And when it comes to the Finishers Network, you've got to keep pushing. People have got to get finished. They've got to move forward. And too many people start things that they don't finish. So one of the things that we're doing with the Finishers Network is giving people the tools and resources, and particularly women, so that they can not just be considerers, but be finishers. And so we're really, looking at things like mindset, resources, support, and in particular, their values. Those things, if you align your values with your actions, you minimize your regrets. So that's really what the Finishers Network is all about.
Wow, that's powerful. Dr. Kennette, talk back to Dr. Pamela Manning for a moment and talk about the importance of values for hashtag Next Sister Up. I know you have Rise Women's Network, and it works with women as well. Can you take a moment for folks that are listening and want to know about some of your core beliefs and some of your core values and why they're important? And then I'll come back to Dr. Manning for some closing comments in just a moment. But take a minute and talk to Dr. Pamela Manning, but also the thousands of women that are listening right now saying, you know what? Go. For those folks that are out there and you're listening, look right below the video and just write these words. Finish what you start. Finish what you start at Pam Love Manning. Just put finish what you start at, and you'll see, is it Pamela or Pam? I think it's Pam. Pamela Love Manning. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Pamela. Okay. All right, Dr. Kennette, talk to her.
Yes, and so I think when it comes to some of those values, especially for Rise Women's Network and hashtag Next Sister Up, one thing is being authentic. You have to be your authentic self so that you can realize who you are, be who you are, so that you can truly be that next sister up. So that's definitely one of them. The next one I would say would be trust. And that's not only just trusting yourself, but we also have to realize how to trust other people. And many times in life, we walk around with all these guards up. Maybe it's because someone has hurt us in the past, which is part of believing and releasing. But we have to understand that, it's okay to trust other people. And with that trust comes possible collaborations so that you can continue to serve other people. And so all these things kind of come full circle. It's not these different values or different characteristics that work in silo, but they work in tandem together, and we need all of them to kind of come together. And so I can continue to go on and on and on, but those are definitely a couple or a few that we can kind of start with.
Wow. As you're out there right now, many of you are making comments as you're listening right now. I'm not looking at the feed, but Dr. Pam Love Manning, as we get ready to close out with this segment with you, I'll have Dr. Pam Love Manning on one evening. And she's not, I don't know if you know her late or not, but she's been on a couple of episodes, but we'll get her on, and we'll get you both on here to talk to the women and what you're doing. I know you're doing some amazing things, Kennette, and I know Dr. Pam Love Manning is doing some amazing things, and a lot of women listening are doing amazing things. So I'm going to ask all you do one thing. One, connect with the Finishers Network. Just type in the Finishers Network. You'll look right up there in Facebook, right at the top. Join the group, join the network. And number two, we'll get you connected with Dr. Kennette in just a moment. Dr. Pam Love Manning, give you a minute. I'll give you 2 minutes. Share your closing comments, if you would, for women that are out there that are listening. Some women are doing very, very well right now, but they're trying to keep it going. They got a lot of balls in the air. Another woman out there, they're kind of laying flat on their back right now. Life's kind of smacked them in the face. What would you say to the person to, one, get started so they can finish, and number two, so they can cross that finish line? They can finish and complete the vision that was given to them for those that they were called to serve. I know that's a tall order, but in 2 minutes or less, we'll bring you back later. Kind of give your words of encouragement, your words of inspiration, please. I actually put her on the spot. You like that one? But she's good. She can handle this, I'm sure. She's probably like, Shay Brown, I'm going to get you.
It's all good. No, to the person who is trying to get something started, one of the things I believe is that finishing is about legacy. It's much bigger than us. And so when we realize that also finishing is a continuum, so sometimes we will begin things that others will finish. My son said to me some years ago, I was thinking about trying to start a school. And I said, gosh, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do that. And he said, Mom, there's some things that you will hand over the mantle. You will plant the seed with your words, and someone else will continue it. It may be the next generation. And so for those of you who are, sitting on the fence, trying not to, or thinking about starting, really consider that what you were born to do, what is in your heart to do, is going to be a blessing to someone else, potentially generations from now. The other thing, and I'll close with this, going back to something that Dr. Thigpen was talking about, was the idea of collaboration and being able to finish. I heard a story about from a Jewish rabbi who said that one of the ways that they take care of each other is by allowing people to do what it is they do. He said you will rarely see a Jewish person under the hood of their car because they will hire a mechanic. And so one of the things that's really important as we do what we are called to do, just as you said a little bit earlier, there's enough of going around here for all of us to get a piece of it. If we work together and put that puzzle together, right, as we take care of one another, I hand off something to you, you hand off something to me, we hand off other things. So it's really time for us to move forward and do what we've been called to do, what's in our heart. Let's get off the fence, get moving, get unstuck, or whatever the situation is, and finish what we have started.
All right, Dr. Pam Love Manning, we love you. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll be connecting again real soon, and we'll have you on one of the episodes where we'll talk about the Finishers Network. Thanks a lot for joining. We appreciate it. God bless.
Okay. God bless. Bye.
All right. So you were hearing her talk for a moment. I know folks are out there. I'll go back to the feed for a moment, but do me a favor. Let's give Dr. Pam Love Manning a digital applause. Let's give her a digital applause. How are we going to give her a digital applause? I want you to look right below the video, and I want you to write these words. I am a finisher. # next sister up. Just put I am a finisher. # hashtag next sister up. You are the next sister up. I'm going to ask Dr. Kennette to repeat what next sister up is, what the vision is, and why that's important. But I want you to look right below the video, and put, I am a finisher, hashtag next sister up. Some of us have to finish what we have to take care of ourselves. We got to finish taking care of our health. We got to finish taking care of our finances. We got to finish taking care of our mindset. I get it. Been there, still there, and doing it every single day. Some of us just got to finish what we started in our business, and that's part of these conversations. We believe the results that show up in your life are just as important as the results that show up in your bank account. And there's some episodes, it's all about the money, but there's other episodes, it's all about the results in your life because you got to take care of you. So look right below the video. I see Yvette saying, I am a finisher, hashtag next sister up. Ann Brown put, I am a finisher, hashtag next sister up. Montrese Robinson put, I am a finisher, hashtag next sister up. Kim W. Martin, hey, Kim Martin said, I am a finisher, hashtag next sister up. Kat said, I am a finisher. Look, Kennette, I'm going to turn over to you. I'm going to read some more of these. Silver said, I am a finisher, hashtag next sister up. Now, I know you're gonna be doing a lot of things. You'll be doing conferences and so much going on. Next sister up. What about the women out there that's saying, I haven't finished everything yet? Am I good enough to be in this group? Or, I don't know about everybody else. And maybe they're a little fearful. Maybe they're a little nervous for whatever the reason is. I know I had that concern many times when I joined groups, by the way, and I said, oh, my gosh, do I fit in? Am I okay? What if they find about something I did in my background? What if they find about who my family is? What if I find out this? And they're nervous. What would you say to the person that says, look, I'm trying to grasp this. I am a hashtag next sister up, but there's something holding me back on the inside. What would you say to them? And by the way, Jason said, I am a finisher, hashtag next sister up. I'm not a finisher, but he's next sister up. Tawana Joyner Jones said, I am a finisher, hashtag next sister up. Chantel said, I am a finisher, next sister up. Anissa said, I am a finisher, hashtag next sister up. All right, talk about next sister up. Talk about the person that don't know if they fit in, if they have the goods, if they have what it takes. They got some junk in their trunk. They got some stuff from the past in their closet. What would you say to them? How does hashtag next sister up embrace those type of individuals that are like everyday people to me? Justin Burns says, I'm up late, but I love it. He is in here, hanging in here right now. Look, it's about hashtag next sister up. Talk to us, Dr. Kennette Thigpen, the founder of Rise Women Network and also the head of the movement. Hashtag next sister up. It's your turn. Take it away.
You know what, Shay, you mentioned something as far as saying, what about that woman who feels like she doesn't fit in? Well, guess what? You don't have to fit in. And you know what? Society has given us this complete lie. It's a lie. Everyone say lie, 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 lie. That as women, we have to fit in, that we have to be like one another. For what? For what? No. And so be your authentic self. One of the values we just talked about, Rise Women's Network and Next Sister Up, is being your authentic self. And if you're truly your authentic self, you don't have to pretend or try to be like me, or don't have to try to pretend to be like Tawana who's on here or Darlene who's on here. No, you be yourself. And as women, we embrace each other for who we are. Because again, each of us have something very valuable to share with one another, no matter what level we're at, no matter what we have, because again, all of us have different experiences, whether they're life experiences, whether they're business experiences, things that we've been through. And once we realize that we can, again, leave and release or step in and embrace, you're a part of the group. So I look forward to seeing many, many, many of you and collaborating with many of you as well. Yeah,
and Kennette Steve is being very humble. She had no idea this was going to take place. Not like we planned this. There's some script. You don't have to give away with that facial expression. She's like, I got a call, and Shay said, hey,
Ladies, look, and I have a really transparent moment for you. And Shay, I know you wouldn't understand, but ladies, you know how it is. Typically, we get home from work, and there's a few things that we want to do. We want to typically take off our shoes, that we've been wearing heels all day, and we want to take off our bra. And you know how it is. In about 3 seconds, we can pop that thing off and slide it through the bottom of our shirt or the bottom of our sleeve. And so that's what I thought I was going to do today. But then when I realized, I'm joining Shay, I was like, I got to keep some of that on, guys. I know some of my women friends out there can relate.
Look, give her a little encouragement right now. You know, that is so true. I was fortunate. I just had to do my hair real quick and put a T-shirt on, and I'm out hanging out with the people. So you're right. I appreciate you. For those folks that are out there, here's what we're going to do, because I'm going to ask Dr. Kennette. Again, she didn't know what was going on. Heck, I didn't know either. But I know where her heart's coming from. She's got a heart to serve. She's got a heart to give. She's got a heart to help women all over the globe really rise to the next level and be the hashtag next sister up and have the resources, have everything they need to get there, because she understands that it is indeed a team sport. So look right below the video and just say, Dr. Kennette, you're doing great. Just put Dr. Kennette, you're doing great. Just look right below the video. That's like a little digital applause as we come down the home stretch, so that she knows she's doing a great job, because she's stepping up. She didn't ask me for a check. She didn't ask me for a Cash App. She didn't ask me for my Zelle account. No PayPal needed. She just said, you know, I don't care, Shay, if there's nobody there. I don't care if there's 100,000 people there. If there's someone out there whose life that we can touch through the power, and I'm paraphrasing her, but through the power of these fiber optic lines, then I'm up. I'm next sister up. And this is an example. I mean, she said, not me. She said, I'm the next sister up. You don't call no one else. I'm the hashtag next sister up. So let's give her a digital applause. I see Lisa Yvette Jones says, Dr. Kennette, you're doing great. Justin Burns said, you are amazing. Dr. Pam Love Manny, she's still here. She said, Dr. Kennette, you are doing great right now. And that's important, because we all need positive feedback. Hit the heart button, hit the like button. It's not for me, but it's for everyone else. And encourage not only Dr. Kennette, but everyone who's listening right now, everyone who needs the encouragement. I mean, I get inspired from just listening. And Dr. Kennette's being humble. She does a lot of things. It's not like an interview format tonight. We were just hanging out. It's going to be for a few minutes, and all of a sudden it just went the way it went. But it's very authentic. Would you not agree, Dr. Kennette?
Absolutely. It's been a great experience. Again, not really sure what to expect. I did think it was going to be a few minutes, but it has been completely worth it to virtually connect with all these amazing people. I know I haven't been able to look at all of the comments and all of the visions that people have, but trust and believe. As soon as I get a moment, probably I'll be traveling tomorrow. So maybe when I get a chance tomorrow while I'm traveling, I'll go back through and look at these comments. And for those who put the bat signal out of hashtag 11, I definitely look forward to connecting and collaborating with you.
Right, and we want you to collaborate. I mean, we're going to talk about some things she's doing. She said, look, Shay, tonight I'm just here to serve. I could talk about a conference she's doing. I could talk about this. I could talk about that. She says, Shay, I just want to give. And she believes in the giver's economy. She believes in the giver's economy. And the giver's economy, for those folks that are hearing for the first time, is the person that outgives the competition out-earns the competition. The person that outgives the competition out-earns the competition. Holla if you hear me. Hit the heart button if you hear me. Put down holla just if you hear me. I'm not going to say what Dr. Kennette said. What in the French toast are you talking about? I ain't never heard that term. I'm going to tell you that right now. But Dr. Kennette, can we go rapid fire as we come down the home stretch? I want to acknowledge folks that are out there. Just rapid fire if we can. What is just real quick, in a minute or less, what is a book that's had a tremendous impact on you and your life? So if someone's out there listening right now, and you've read so many books, I mean, you've read hundreds of books, I know it, I get it, but just pick one book. It can't be the good book, because the good book stands all by itself. That's in its own category. But I want you right now just to share what's one book you read, and how has it impacted your life?
Yeah, there's been a lot of great books. I think one that I read early in my career, and I continue to go back and read it, is the 12-week year. And for me, that one is super important, because I operate my life and the things that I do on a 12-week year. And so I'm sure many of you guys have read the book. If not, the principle is every 12 weeks, pretty much every quarter is a year. And so instead of waiting until December 31st or January 1st to set new goals, to evaluate your goals, you do it at the end of every 3 months. And so sometimes people say, Kennette, like, how do you do it all? Or how do you get things done? Well, again, I break it down into a quarter. And so my year is every quarter. And so I get to have 4 New Years, which is absolutely amazing. And I know Shay talks about this sometimes too. And so, like, Happy New Year. So I get to say Happy New Year 4 times a year versus once a year. And so doing that, I have to break down my vision and how I'm going to get there, my strategies, my goals. And so I have a calendar in my bedroom, how romantic, but in my bedroom. And each night before I go to bed, I write down my goals for the next day. And so I know what I'm going to be doing. And so the 12-week year is an amazing book and has helped me to accomplish a lot.
Wow. The 12-week year. I like that. You can have 4 years in 1 year. I love that. A new year every freaking 12 weeks. I love that. Sometimes you're right. I love to do my slogan. Today is my January 1st. I'm not going to get to that, but today is your January 1st. You get a new start. You know, Kennette, if you can, tell us a time, and you shared it earlier, but tell us a time that you had a setback, and what was one lesson you learned from that setback that someone can take away from you. Hashtag Next Sister Up. The hashtag that we're using right now is hashtag Next Sister Up. So as you're looking right below the video, you can write these words: have a new year today. Hashtag Next Sister Up. Tell us about a step back. A day to change your life.
Yeah, and so there's a few that I could talk about. You heard about briefly the divorce I had. Another one would be I was in a motorcycle accident in 2003, and I recovered from that. But I think the biggest lesson I learned is that my scars give me character and that wounds do heal. And, you might be thinking physically, because yes, physically I had a lot of wounds all over my body and they healed. But if you transfer that over into life, there's a lot of wounds that we've had, whether it's a person that has hurt us, whether someone has said some words where we feel like they labeled us. And so whatever that is for you, those wounds, you can heal. And the thing is, when you think about wounds, they heal from the inside out. And so sometimes there's a lot of self-work that you have to do in order to get to that point. And again, I take it back to meaning that some of those wounds you need to be able to leave and release. Let go of what that person said. Let go of what that person did to you so that you can move forward to step in and embrace to your purpose.
Wow, I love it. Everyone look right below the video. Look right below the video and write those words: wounds do heal. Hashtag Next Sister Up. Just write wounds, WONDS, do heal. Hashtag Next Sister Up. And I love how you phrase that. It could be wounds from a motorcycle accident. That's something I'm learning about her tonight. It could be wounds from words that were said to you. It could be wounds from a customer who decided they wanted a refund, although you did the right work for the right person at the right time. Wounds do heal. Hashtag Next Sister Up. Lisa Yvette Jones put, wow, scars give you character and wounds heal from the inside out. Dr. Kennette Thigpen. How so true is that? Take a moment if you can. And Tawana put, my scars give me character and wounds do heal. Bleed and release. I think she meant to say, bless and release. Bless and release. Tell us about a proud moment you had. What's something you're really excited about? Something you're really proud about? Jason's still out there. He's hanging in with you. He said, wounds,
hey,
they do heal, by the way. He plays music. He hears you out there. Silver Rain Running Cloud said, wounds do heal. Gloria Coleman said, wounds do heal. Kim Martin said, wounds, they do heal. So true, so true. Hashtag Next Sister Up. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna bring you back. I'll close. I know you're here. I appreciate your time. But real quick, what's a proud moment you've had?
Just as many setbacks or failures that I might have felt like I've had, I think I have equal amount of successes or very proud moments for myself. And, one of them is, obtaining my PhD. And for me, that was a proud moment because when I was married, my partner at that time, or my husband at the time, told me that, there was no need for me to get my PhD. There was no need for me to go back to school. He should be the one to do it because he was the male. He was a different race than I was. And so he felt like, why should I have to go? Now, that's probably why we're not together. But it was important for me to be able to overcome those things that he said to me. Because, again, there's times that we take on what people say to us, of like we start believing it, like, oh, well, maybe I don't need to do this. Maybe I don't need to do that. And when I was finally able to leave some of that toxic relationship, I was able to say, you know what? I got this. I can do it. It's my time. And so when I realized, you know what, it's my time, I was able to move forward and do those things that I thought that I couldn't do. And so that's a super proud moment for me.
Wow, I like that. It's my time to, what song is that? It's my time to shine. Is that it?
It's my time to shine. Yeah, I can't sing, guys, but yeah, that's totally what it is.
I can sing. I just can't carry a tune, as they say. It's my time to shine. You know, for someone, they just need to hear that. That's just for them. Hashtag Next Sister Up. I love everything you're doing with this Next Sister Up movement. Look right below the video. And just put, it's my time to shine. Hashtag Next Sister Up. And I need you to repeat what Next Sister Up is just real quick. But look right below the video. And put, it's my time to shine. Hashtag Next Sister Up. You're not waiting for the light. You're going to create the light. You're not waiting for the stage. You're going to create the stage. You're not waiting for someone to pat you on the back. You are the pat on your back. Just look right below the video. And put, it's my time to shine. Hashtag Next Sister Up. That is so important. Talk about what is Next Sister Up again? What is the movement about as we close out? And how can people connect with you? So what is hashtag Next Sister Up? What's the vision? What's the movement? And then how can people connect with you? And then we'll go ahead and close out.
Yep, absolutely. So hashtag Next Sister Up.
By the way, some people put, good for you. Congrats, Dr. Thigpen. Like, she moved on. Good for you. I'm getting my degree. I ain't waiting for nobody. Okay, I'm with you. Oh, look at you. I'm learning some stuff about her. As the clock goes this way, the more I'm learning. Y'all are seeing different sides. Dr. Kennette's normally kind of, very like, and so I'm here. She's just fun. She's just hanging. I'm gonna ask Dr. Kennette if she'll do a favor. I'm gonna ask if she'll contribute to the Happy Entrepreneurs Tribe. I know I was gonna go to something else. I'm going to that. I'm gonna, ask her if once a week, maybe on Mondays, she could post a video, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and talk about. Give a principle around Next Sister Up, something that someone can do for that week to be the Next Sister Up. And she could be a video, 2 minutes, could be 5 minutes. I'm not putting a time on it. No, I'm not putting her in the box. Don't text me, please. I'm not putting her in the box. She can have as much time as she wants. She is a counselor, by the way. She can get down. Now, don't let that smile fool you. She gonna get to me later. I know it. But Dr. Kennette, let me ask you directly and openly and honestly, would you mind like once a week, and I know we're not writing you a check, but can you give to the community of your talent and share something? I'm saying through the power of video. We'll have you on these episodes, maybe give a 5 or 10 minute segment. I know today it went on, but the power of Next Sister Up, the power of what you're talking about, the way it's resonating, it's a message that needs to be heard. And there's so many more moving parts to it. So one, will you commit to doing a video once a week? You can pre-record, put it in there, but it's a special message so folks understand that this is something they need to do to step up and really step into their greatness. Are you willing to do that? Yes or yes?
Yes or yes, absolutely, absolutely. It would be an honor.
Sure, thanks a lot, Shay. I got one more task. No, but she really wants to.
Should I really say no with people watching? No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. No, it would be an absolute honor. I would be thrilled to do it. Yes.
And she travels. You travel, right? I mean, tell us a couple of places you travel to and what you enjoyed about it, just so they get some perspective. Because when she says she travels internationally, she travels locally, she travels for pleasure, she travels for fun, she travels for a business. She's always on the road somewhere if you follow Dr. Kennette Thigpen. But tell us a place you traveled and what did you learn from that culture? Or what did you learn from that particular vacation? Just pick 1 or 2 of the many places you've been. I'm putting you on the spot. Take it away.
Okay. I would say my all-time favorite place was South Africa. I went to Cape Town, South Africa, and I say that it was my all-time favorite place because I think it had more to do than just the experience of being there. Yes, the people were amazing, the food was amazing, but also the journey of going there, because I went there by myself. I didn't know anyone by myself. What? I went there by myself.
Okay, yes. That's a topic for another time. I got to hear that story.
But I went there by myself, and so I think, traveling by myself internationally to a place where I knew no one, it was a time for me to really be able to self-reflect. It was a time for me to get my creative juices flowing. And so, you talk about traveling by yourself, and oftentimes I do because, you know how it is. When you're traveling with a group of people, it's like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? I don't want to go there. And it's like, you just said you didn't know. And so it's that whole type of situation. But when I travel by myself, it really is a time for me to be able to self-reflect on where I've been, where I'm going. Again, it's a chance to let my creative juices to flow of, what's next in my life, to start planning for that next quarter, for the next 12 weeks. And so But along that journey, I met some amazing, amazing people that I still stay in contact with. Some amazing women who are doing some amazing things, because it doesn't matter where you travel to. The thing is, everywhere I travel, there are women. And not only are there women, but there are amazing women doing some amazing things. And so the beauty of traveling and meeting phenomenal people is absolutely indescribable.
Wow. Now, do you remember any of the food that you had there? Does that stand out? Or did you try some different types of meals? I've been to South Africa. I've been to Cape Town. I've been blessed to go as recently as last year. But was there anything that stood out? Any of the food that stood out with you, and the culture that you was hanging out with?
One of the big things they have is like goat and cow trotters, and it's considered a delicacy there. And I went to a town, and they were actually like making it like outside. And it's one of those things where when someone offers you something, you know they're offering you their best. And I was like, nah, yeah, I don't know about that. But I tasted it anyways, and I thought I was going to vomit in my mouth. But I was able to get at least one spoonful down. And so that was probably a meal that was not so great. But I can talk on forever. So when I was there, short story, I stayed with a husband and a wife who I did not know. He was part of.
I'll come back to that later.
It's crazy. I have some crazy adventurous stories of me traveling, but like my mama says, God watches out for fools and babies, and I happen to be both on some days, and so thank God I'm still alive. But staying there, she made some amazing meals while she was there with some goat meat, and so it was just an absolutely phenomenal experience. And my second favorite place is Portugal, Lisbon, Portugal. It's an amazing place as well. It's beautiful. It's very serene. You can travel a lot of it in a short period of time because it's small, but you can visit a lot of that area as well. So,
absolutely. One reason I wanted you to do that, and I want to ask you these questions, I wanted you to kind of see behind the scenes. We'll put her bio up at the next episode. You'll see all the wonderful things she's done. But I wanted you to really, and I asked her to be authentic and just show up and just be who she is. And the person you're seeing here is the person that's not only the founder of Rise Women Network, not only the leader of the hashtag Next Sister Up movement, but she's an everyday person. She's just like me. She's just like you. She has good things that she loves. She has some faults. She's had some challenges. She's had some setbacks. But through it all, she believes that, hey, next sister up. You got to step up. That we were called for something greater than who we are and called for something greater than what we want, but it's about the people that we want to serve. So I wanted to kind of get that over. That was the whole intent early on. And obviously we went and blossomed into something that's just amazing. And I don't know why they give me run sheets, because they just don't work. That's not the purpose of the show. They have some run sheet. The purpose of the show is to be a business development and revenue focused show. And so when you're doing business development, you're building yourself. You're building your character. You're stepping into your values. And sometimes you show up and you feel like nothing happened. You just showed up. And other times you show up and you get one idea. You get inspired. You get encouraged. You get motivated. Or you get an idea and you implement that idea. And that has a lifetime value because you use that idea for the rest of your life. If you don't remember anything else, and I'm going to have her give her closing comments. You remember anything else? Remember, hey, when I wake up every morning, it's hashtag Next Sister Up. When I'm not feeling like it, it's hashtag Next Sister Up. When I feel like there's nothing left in the tank, the one thing that we know, there's always a little bit left. There's always a little bit left. So it's just hashtag Next Sister Up. And when you think you've thought as big as you possibly can, when you believe the vision can't get any bigger, just tell yourself hashtag Next Sister Up. Do me a favor. I'm going to have her come on and give her closing comments, share how she can connect with you, give you some words of encouragement. She's made a commitment that she's going to do a video every Monday. If you're not over at happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com, you want to join happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com, and then we're going to have her back on for another episode. We're going to have her do a special segment just for the tribe because we can't leave it where it is. I mean, I feel encouraged. I feel inspired. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to turn over to her. And as I do that, I want you to look right below the video, and she can go back and she can track the hashtag Next Sister Up. Yeah, some people did hashtag 11, but anybody put hashtag Next Sister Up, she might like it. You can follow her on Facebook. She'll tell you how to connect with her. So first, she'll tell you how you can connect with her. And then secondly, she'll share her words of encouragement as you go out there, because I know she's going to see you somewhere. I know she's going to see you somewhere. That's a clue. She's laughing at me. That's your setup. That's your clue. Hope you got the clue.
Hey, is anyone in Chicago? I'll be in Chicago tomorrow. Anyone's in Chicago?
Don't worry about Chicago, baby. You're right here at the lab. This is where it all happens. But in all seriousness, thank you so much, Dr. Kennette Thigpen. Enjoyed hanging out with you. I appreciate you just being here. Appreciate you sharing. And I appreciate you sharing your best stuff. We got more. You'll be teaching principles. You'll be teaching the methodology that you need to implement to be a hashtag next sister up. We couldn't get to that right now, but we will get to that. So over to you. I'm done. Over to you. God bless. Look, for everyone out there, look right below the video. Look right below the video as she gives her closing comment and just put a hashtag next sister up. Thanks, Dr. Kennette. Just put hashtag next sister up. Thanks, Dr. Kennette. This is just our way of saying thank you, our way of appreciating her, our way of her pouring into us. You can hit the share button. You can hit the share button. Pay the message forward. You can hit the like button. You can hit the heart button. But just show your appreciation. Dr. Kennette, I've said it, and I can't say it enough. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are amazing. You're truly incredible. You're a special human being. I can't wait to. They didn't get to hear some of the stories tonight, but I can't wait till you share not only your personal stories, but the stories of folks that you work with every day and how you not only you change their lives, but the principles that you teach change their life. The methodology you share change their life and the life of those that they are participating in. So thank you so much. Look right below the video and just put hashtag next sister up. Over to you. Montrese Robertson said, by the way, hashtag Chicago. What's up with the hashtag Chicago?
Hey,
over to you.
Reach out to you, girl. So, Montrese, I'll reach out to you and see how close you're going to be to where I'm at. Because I love meeting people. Again, it's about collaboration. And so, next sister up, how to get in contact with me, first of all, on social media, or now what they're calling probably just media nowadays. But Facebook, you can connect with me at Kennette Thigpen. That's Kennette, last name Thigpen. There's also another page of Dr. Kennette Thigpen. On Instagram, I'm Dr. Kennette Thigpen as well. And so I definitely look forward to connecting with each and every one of you out there. And so my parting words, hashtag next sister up, hashtag next sister up. Are you hashtag the next sister up? Absolutely. The answer should be absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You are. And so ultimately, next sister up is someone's waiting for you. Someone is waiting for your gifts. Someone is waiting for your talents. Someone is waiting for your why, and someone is waiting on your purpose. Are you ready to step up, rise up, and be the next sister up? The people that you see, again, whether it's Beyonce, Michelle Obama, whether it's Maya Angelou, whatever woman you look at and sometimes you think, wow, how will I ever get there? It's not an anomaly, because you are hashtag the next sister up. In order to be next sister up, you might have to realize that, you know what? There are some things, there are some people that I need to leave and release, and that's okay. It's not a bad thing. And there's also some things that you're going to need to step in and embrace. Get ready. Get ready, get ready to step in and embrace. Hashtag you are the next sister up. I'm Dr. Kennette Thigpen, and it has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you to the wee hours of the morning, depending on where you're at.
Dr. Kennette, you're amazing. For everyone that's joining, thank you so much. Once again, you're incredible. You're amazing. You're all superhuman beings. Make sure you connect with us over at www.happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. Again, www.happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com. Head on over there right now for all of our podcast listeners. Meet us over at happyentrepreneurs.tribe.com for all of our conference call folks and all the folks that are watching the webinar right now. We love you. We appreciate you. To all the individuals who took time to write comments right below, you were taking really good notes. You were paying the message forward. You think sometimes you're just writing a comment for yourself. Yeah, these videos go viral. I get it. But really, it's about the other folks who see the video and then they're scrolling below. They're reading the comments. They're getting encouraged. They're getting inspired. You're sharing this information. Look, you are an important part of this community, and we appreciate you, and we love every single one of you. With that being said, by the way, My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and I wish you all success. Bye-bye for now.
Hasta luego. Ciao.